Hello?
Okay, Mimi, we are live. We are live like chicken pot pie.
Oh,
Okay, so, if you follow my Instagram, I posted a picture of this video that says, "Don't scream at your children." I just had my grandma watch it. Grandma, what did you get from that video?
well, that it's very important that you don't scream at your children,
There you go.
because even if you think that they don't know what you're talking about or screaming about, they understand that something's not right,
There you go.
and they know what you're screaming about, and they take it upon themselves to like it's their fault.
There you go.
They don't want to be a burden to their mom and dad,
There you go.
so they're just silent about everything.
There
But
you
it affects them. The screaming affects the children.
go. There you go.
And it was a good video. I mean, the guy really said it like it is.
I
As
know.
a matter of fact, there's somebody that I know that I think I want to play that for them.
There you go. Look at my Momo. She's already inspired.
Yep.
Yep, that's the stuff I dealt with. With Mom. Mom was the yeller. Mom was the yeller. Mama did the screaming. She blamed it on her Puerto Rican heritage for so long, and that became so annoying.
Your father never yelled?
No. Dad would give whippings when he was told to. But that's why, like, I was scared to bring home my report card because I already knew I had bad grades. It was no joke. Like, every report card I had, I always had bad grades, so I was always getting a whipping.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And then I started getting scared to bring my report card home. And then then Joy would be saying, "Oh, but I got my report card and Joy had all the good grades. I didn't." Come 7th grade, my parents were just tired of me getting bad grades. And Dad said, "Listen, son, I'll get you one of those cell phones from Tabos if you just make all passing grades." So I put all my effort into it. I ended up getting all C's. All C's.
Well, that's good.
Yep. But then right after I got the phone, it was right back to bad grades. There, I always had bad grades. Always. Always did summer school. Always. I don't even remember. Yeah, I think they did do summer school no. I didn't do summer school for high school.
Oh.
I don't think I did. I remember I did summer school. Well, I don't know. Did I do summer school for high school?
Yeah, I think you did.
I know I did summer school for middle school. Okay, yeah, and I did do summer school at another high school because Jefferson wasn't holding it. And so I had to go to this other school for the summer. I don't remember what that was for. I don't know. But I did summer school a lot. But yeah, when it came to the screaming and yelling, that was all Mom. Mom did all that. That's kind of why I'm so scared to even ask them for anything, because Mom will go off. Next thing you know, you're being told what you've been doing, and you try to say, I've not been doing that. I don't know what you're talking about. But they'll keep implying you're doing that. You're doing that. You stop doing that. But you're not doing anything.
Oh.
But it was like anytime I came forward with my episodes, my mental problems, they just said I was usually being over dramatic. Mom would tell me, like when I would tell her about, the thoughts of dying every day and stuff, she would yell at me, stop thinking like that. You are too young to be thinking like that. Stop thinking like that. And I mean, just seeing her get so mad at my fear, like, I'm terrified to even come to them for anything. To this day. To this very day. I don't like asking them for nothing. Because I'm scared. I'm terrified. Of course, now my caseworker has taught me how to manage all that stuff. With feelings, how to respond to everything. At the end of the day, like, I can't change who I am. Like he said in that video, you're going to realize what you've done, but it's going to be too late. And that's exactly how it's going to go happen. That's exactly how it's going to go down. It's going to be too late. The damage is done. I've always been getting mental help since I was adult, 25, by myself. My own parents were not there. They didn't support me. Kicked out. When I told them I'm going to get a caseworker, going to help me out. Dad didn't want to wait it out. He did not want to wait it out. I remember him complaining. It's going to take them forever to get him a caseworker. James, we need you out the house right now. We need you out of the house right now. I'm like, Dad, I'm going to have a caseworker and everything. Everything's going to be fine. Like, I would have to argue with them, like, to even realize I'm trying to get help.
Yeah.
It's like I'm the only level-headed person who knew that I was struggling my whole life, but they didn't see it. No matter how many failing grades I brought home, no matter how much I got in trouble at school, no matter how much anything, that's why I don't know.
Well, will there ever come a time when you finally get over it?
Get over what? My episodes and stuff?
Yeah, what your mom and dad did. Can you ever...
What do you mean get over it?
Will you ever get over it, or will it always be affecting you?
Oh, yeah, it's still affecting me to this day. Even the other night at the club, like, all I could hear is Mom telling me that's creepy, that's creepy. Like, it's going to be there forever. I'm going to deal with that until I get stability. But it's always Mom's voice in my head, never Dad's voice. It's always Mom's voice. That was Mom's favorite saying of me growing up. That's creepy. Quit doing that. That's creepy. quit, James. That's creepy. So now anytime I'm doing something with a woman or something, every now and then mom's voice haunts me. And while I was, cuddled up with, one of my crushes, I'm just going to call her one of my crushes because, to be honest, I really don't know what is going on. I'm just mixed emotions. So I guess I have a crush on both of them in a way. But it's going to be, I don't know. Well, you know what I'm saying. The one who was an older crush, she's a crush now. But it's a lower crush because, I don't know. But anyway, so I'm cuddled up with her, and she's asking me, is everything all right and everything, and just checking on me. And I was like, well, my brain's like punishing me right now. I got my mom's voice in my head. Because I don't know, certain emotions came in the mix in my head, and Mama was just telling me, that's creepy, James. You need to stop that. You need to stop that. That's creepy. And I hate hearing that. I hate hearing that because it won't shut up. It won't stop. It won't shut up and it won't stop. So the whole time I'm just laying there, she lets me vent it out, and she says, James, the emotions you're feeling are normal. It's not creepy at all or anything. And I'm like, yeah, I just wish that my brain would make up with that so I would stop hearing my mom's voice.
Yeah.
But it happens every now and then. But see, that's what I mean. I can go to them when I'm in my episodes or anything, and they're there for me. And that was one thing when I told Mom that I was going to these BDSM meetups and whatnot, and she's saying you're not going to find any kind of love there or anything. Or the same thing with the club that I go to. Mom's like, you're not going to find anything there, James. You're not going to find anything there. And then Dad's implying, well, why don't you go to a church and just get a girl from church? Why do you got to go to that club? Why do you got to go to these BDSM meetups? Why do you got to do that? You're not going to find anything there. But yet, I'm finding more love there and more acceptance at those places than I ever felt ever.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I've never felt that love before and that accepted.
Uh-huh.
So it's I don't know, it's just my parents just keep lying to me. It's when are they going to stop? Guys Mom told me the biggest lie when I was a kid, which was, I'm fine, there's nothing wrong with me. And that plays in my head too sometimes. Let's say when I'm having a moment and people are saying James, are you all right? I'm yeah, I'm fine. And then in my head, I got Mom's playing in my head, James, you've never had that problem. Why do you have the problem now all of a sudden? You never had that problem. There was nothing wrong with you. I hate hearing that voice, and it's always Mom's voice. Always Mom's voice. You know why Mom's voice is always in my head? Because she was the one that did the yelling. I never have Dad's voice. I never even have Joy's voice. It's always Mom's voice.
Oh.
Always Mom's voice. And I hate it. But
I know you love your mother.
I didn't say I didn't.
I know.
I don't like what she put me through.
Yeah. And
then anytime I come forward with anything related to my mental health, My caseworker told me not to bring up anything mental health related to my mother. Not to.
Yeah.
Because every time I do it, I get in an episode. Because she's been keeping tabs on what has been triggering my episode. And she just told me, just don't speak about your mental health, James. You just got to focus on moving forward without them. You know how that feels, Grandma? You know how that feels?
Oh, it feels pretty bad, I would imagine.
Yeah. But, you know, I had a good time with my crush, and, well, you know, I'll put her as the second crush, because I know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The second crush. We had a good time, and I get to let it out, and I get to cling to her and everything, just vent all the emotions, and then she was telling me about all the good things that are going on with her and everything that she's doing, opening up a lot to me, which means a lot to me. And I remember at the end of it all, I was just like telling her, don't worry about me, like, I'm going to be fine. Everything's going to get better. And she says, I know it will. And, like, these women, like, they boost me up every time. As soon as I go in that club, they know me. They make sure that I'm doing all right. They check on me. They don't expect anything from me. Because I have been nothing but real with them, nothing but more supportive with them. I've been supporting them. They've been supporting me. And it's just working wonders.
Well, that's good, James.
Yeah. Just one of these days, I just hope, I'm pretty sure it'll happen. Because, the second crush, she's even opening up to me more about a lot of stuff. The first crush, she's already opened up a lot about stuff too, but she's got a kid. The second one don't. So the second one would probably have more leeway, because I'll probably bring it up to her next time I see her. I know my other friend, she always told me that she wouldn't mind coming over to my house and watch a movie, and we can just cuddle and whatnot. But the thing is, I already have too much emotion going on in that club, so I kind of just want to focus on the two I got right now. And then when things, because there's the other two girls there too, but I don't know. It's just kind of just want to focus on the two, because my brain's already trying to make out that this is normal. Because, like, I was at work today, I was venting to my friend, and I said, I don't know what's going on. My emotions are just all kind of weird. I thought the one woman was wanting to keep things like strictly business, whatnot, but now she's opening up to me a lot, and I don't know what's going on. And then I feel like I'm in a tug-of-war match, but it's not even that at all. It's just my brain is so used to having to prove my loyalty and everything, and that's stuff that I'm trying to nip out, because I don't got anything to prove to anyone. But that's behavior that was picked up by my ex. Was always proving your loyalty. So then when I feel guilty or anything, the first crush already knows the drill. I come up to her and I just let everything out about the second crush. And she just usually says, James, you should know I don't care. Like, you're fine. Like, you're fine. And, like, they're trying to let me know that this is normal. Like, these are just normal emotions. Like, I don't think you know, Grandma, like, from going to being yelled out from my mental, my mental stuff that I deal with, my episodes and all that stuff, and then going to a serious relationship with someone, and I don't know, then it's just going even more downhill. And then on top of that, with my parents supporting her and everything, it was just like they were wanting me to be messed up even more. It's like, I don't know. I really don't know. To this day, my parents still defend her.
Defend who?
They defend my ex.
Oh, the ex.
Yeah.
Oh,
They still
okay.
defend her.
Oh.
But yet, when Joy's in a bad relationship, they back her up. But when I'm in a bad relationship, I was the bad guy. Just don't make any sense. But my caseworker is forming me to basically not worry about their judgment on anything because it just leads to nothing. Like, I even remember, like, when Mom finally showed up to my caseworker appointment. Like, I was more than excited. I thought Mom was going to take it serious. But then, like, they were closed the next week because of a holiday. And so usually on Mondays, I tell my caseworker what I've improved on and everything. And, you know, she usually congratulates me and stuff. But when I went to go tell Mom what I've improved on, because I'm thinking she's on the board now. She's helping. She wants to help. Like, I was telling her about how much I've improved on my stuttering problem, you know, when speaking to women and whatnot. And Mom just looks at me and said, "That's stuttering problem. James, you've never had a stuttering problem." And then I started saying, okay, so then I started telling her more stuff that I've improved on. She's just like, "James, you've never had those problems. You have never had those problems. You know, James, ever since you started getting help and you got diagnosed with all this stuff, you've been coming up with these things that you never had a problem growing up with. And it's like you're using your diagnosis as an excuse to bring up these things." Like,
no, you hid everything because you stayed in your room all the time, right?
Yep. Just like that guy said in that video. When you're yelled at so much, the kid just...
You don't want to be a burden.
Yep.
So you'd rather stay away from all the commotion.
Yep. But I'm pretty sure everything's going to get better.
Oh, yeah. Things will get better.
But it's funny, though. It's like they just keep telling lies after lies after lies, and it just continues. And it's not even my dad. My dad don't even say anything. It's Mom that does all the saying. Mom said you're not going to find love in that BDSM meetup place that you go to. You're not going to find love, any kind of love at that club. You're not going to find any of that. But yet...
And what if you do?
But that's the thing. I've got nothing but love. I've never felt so accepted than I have at those places.
Good. That's wonderful, James.
Yeah, it's like I got a place to go. So, like, I got a place to go. I got a safe haven. If I'm ever in an episode, I know where I can go.
Yeah.
Because I can't go to my parents' house, that's for sure. And I hate that. Yeah. But it is what it is. But I don't know, I'm just thankful, you know, with how much the second crush opened up so much, you know, that it kind of blew me for a shock in a way. But wow, though, like, it's super cool though. And I don't know, I'm just trying to just make sense of it all. Because my friend, he's telling me just go with the flow with everything. Like, do not bring up anything about loyalty or anything about this or that. Like, just go with the flow. Like, just go with the flow. So that's what I'm trying to do. But I mean, she really did open up a lot ever since I came forth and just, because, I think I've said it on the podcast about me just getting tired of bottling my emotions and what I like,
Yeah.
So I just came out with it. I was like, yeah, that thing that we did that wasn't cuddling. And I only said that you could do this and this and this while we cuddle because I thought that's what you were wanting to do. And I have a problem with saying no and asking for what I want because I usually let the other person pick. Well, I want to make them happy instead of myself happy and whatnot. And I came forth with everything, and like she was quiet the first time when we did it. Like it was just weird, but for her, but I don't know if it was weird for her. It was probably just something different. Because the other woman, she does everything to my liking just fine. But then, I don't know. But then second time we did it, and like she was all on board with it, and it was the best cuddling ever. Like, I mean, she held me like I held her, and she was actually more involved than she was last time. And it's like it's helping both of us, which is wonderful. Like, who knows? Maybe one day I can get both of them, and we can just have one big cuddle sandwich. Because they'll do that.
Oh.
They don't care. Just have one big cuddle sandwich. But I don't know. It's just I like what I've been doing. I like what I've been doing. I like the choices I've been making. I've done it all on my own. I got an escape now, and my first crush even said, she said, down here, you have your pseudo family, and you can always come here because there's always someone here that knows you. And I was like, yeah, you're right.
Good.
So that just makes me feel really good. But it's just so nice to have people who are there for me when I'm struggling. Like I'm struggling. Like they want my emotions. I got mom's voice in my head. Like they're there telling me that everything that's being said in my head is wrong and blah, 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 blah. And they're just trying to basically just get me out of it. And they're really good at getting me out of it.
Well, good.
That's what I mean. Like, I've never had that much love. Never. I mean, when I'm having my episodes, when I was back home, like all I got was yelled at. And that I was overreacting. Then I get into a big dizzy adrenaline rush, and I can't even keep my balance. And I'll never forget that time I was in the kitchen. It was the dark part of the kitchen because we were watching something on TV, and Mom said something that triggered my episode. And Mom was just like, James, you're overreacting. Oh, stop, James. Oh, stop. You are overreacting. And I'm like holding on to the table, trying to keep my balance and not fall. And they're just telling me, you're overreacting. You're overreacting. Stop, James. And it was Mom, you're doing all the yelling. Like I said, it's never Dad. It's never Dad.
Wow. That's a real sign of something was wrong.
Yeah. But everything's getting better now. Man, it's only going to continue to get better.
That's right, James. You just keep thinking like that.
Yep.
Keep thinking positively.
I am. doing everything I gotta do to make do with everything and just get used. Because, I mean, I'm probably going to have this struggle for the rest of my life. I mean, we can level out the episodes all we want, but I'll still probably have minor episodes.
Yeah.
That's why it's important that, you know, I make the right decisions when it comes to, like, a relationship or something. Like, I need someone who's going to be able to get me out.
Uh-huh.
And the two women of choice right now, they can get me out of it really quick. They can get me out of it real fast. It's like, because I can put myself at my most vulnerable and just tell them everything. They're not going to judge me. They're not going to... I remember telling one of them that, like, you know, like I was paranoid of... I remember telling her, like, one time at the club, I was, like, telling her, I had to sit by myself because I thought everyone was out that was going to try to kill me or something. Like, they've been there for me even when I was like that. Like, because I get paranoid sometimes. And sometimes I get those episodes, and it's like if something's not right, if something's not feeling right, I'll start getting paranoid. But yet they'll get me out of it, like, quick.
Oh, James, I'm so glad that you found your answer.
Yep. I have. But I do know my grandma is American.
Yep, I'm American, all right.
Man, though, I've just been through so much, and I don't know. I want the struggling to just stop. I mean, it might stop. I mean, it's getting pretty good. I'm getting more leveled out with it.
I think you're doing better.
Yeah, I'm doing a lot better. Because now that I'm open about, you know, cuddling and whatnot, that, you know, everyone knows now. Because they did not let me live that down. But everyone knows now. I don't care. It's been helping me a lot, and I'm creating emotional connection with someone who just might be, you know, my next relationship. You never know.
That's right.
But the cuddling, I did read an article not long ago talking about the importance of cuddling and everything.
Really?
Yeah. I'll read the little snap that I took a photo of. So there was an advertisement in North Carolina on CNN. It said, "Cuddlers wanted. North Carolina hospital needs volunteers to snuggle newborn babies."
Oh.
It says here, doctors know the healing power of touch, especially for preterm babies or those born with addiction or other health issues. That's why Raleigh's UNC Rexburg Center, NICU, is seeking volunteer cuddlers. And it says, cuddlers are an integral part of the care provided at the hospital. Snuggling is not only vital to helping the newborns overcome the obstacles they're facing, but also the parents and their own recovery.
Oh, my goodness. See, James?
Yeah.
Wow.
When I saw that on Facebook, I was like, man, that is a sign that I am doing the right things with my life. Because it really has been helping me a lot.
My goodness. Well, see, you're not the only one.
Nope. It's just nice to know that I have somewhere to go.
Yep.
Yeah, when I read that, I mean, the article is bigger than that, but it goes into more detail about how important cuddling is to benefiting the health and state of the newborn baby and all that stuff. And also them talking about how it also helps the parent, and it also helps, the cuddler and whatnot. It also helps them out too, because at the end of the day, like, everyone needs love, but it's just we live in a society where people are like basically making themselves appear hateful and stuff, and it's like life's just too short to be doing all that.
Right.
That's why I like where I go to get love. Like I love going there, and it's never going to stop. Like, that's my escape. That's my safe haven, and it's got my caseworker's approval and everything. We're just managing everything to where, I'm still able to make a living and everything, while being able to go there for my escape and everything. But also now I'm using the escape as a reward to keep my life together outside of the club. So I don't know, I just want to find stability, and I know I'm on the right path now. Because why else would I come across those articles? Why else would I come across that article?
Right.
It might not be someone else's cup of tea, but it sure is mine, and I'm proud to talk about it. Like, I don't really care. But yeah, and then I also read this right here that maybe you'll need to be thinking about too, because this is stuff that I used to struggle with. But usually when people don't contact you or anything, the top of it says they may not be avoiding you. They may just be, number one, overwhelmed with work. Number two, processing shock or trauma. Number three, putting some boundaries in place. Number four, dealing with an illness. Number five, saving finances by not going out. Number six, prioritizing family. Number seven, distracted by an unexpected life change. Number eight, tired of having to put on a happy face. And number nine, needing some silence and space. You never know. Don't make assumptions.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. And then I told them my story about, I said, paranoia will destroy you. Keep these things in mind. Not only will it help with your relationships with people, but at the end of the day, it will help with selfishness. When I wasn't on medication and I finally found like a smidge of someone caring when it came to my episodes in mental well-being, I'd eat it up constantly wanting it, but not even thinking of the other person and what they might be going through. So always have the other person in mind and not yourself.
That's right.
That's how it was when I was on the virtual world games. Like, I remember I was bad when I was in my episodes on them games. Oh yeah, I was bad. Like, if they did not come and talk to me, so I can get these emotions out and, you know, just feel loved and all this other stuff, like, I would be throwing a fit, like, I mean, a fit, like, because I was just so mentally messed up and just in my room just trying to find someone. And,
but now you're doing good.
Yeah, now I know where to go, and I can always go there. Oh, yeah, I wouldn't go back to going on the virtual world. I would not go back to that. Pretty much the way I'm living my life, that's pretty much how it was in the virtual world game anyway.
Yeah.
Yep. I would go to the same clubs, just like the one I go to, even in the virtual world game. That's what my caseworker's been trying to do. She's been trying to bring out the real James, and it's working really good.
Uh-huh.
I just want to find stability.
When are you going to see your caseworker next?
Monday.
Monday.
Yep. But yeah, I just want to find stability and just want to find happiness. And I know I'm on the right path to it because everything is just feeling so right.
Uh-huh.
Like everything is.
All right, James.
Yep.
All right.
Today I cleaned my whole kitchen and stuff, and then I texted my crush number one, texted her, telling her, you know, I think I'm going to use, you know, love as a reward for me doing adult things like cleaning up my apartment, you know, running in. Like, I got to make sure to get my adult things done before I get love. So
that's a good way of thinking.
Yeah. Just use love as a reward. Because then when you do that, you'll be stable enough for a relationship. Because I even told crush number one, I told her automatically, you know, in the future, I would love to date her. But right now, I know I'm in no mental health. I'm not in the mental shape to even be in a relationship. And that's kind of why. Because I was using love as an automatic escape from anything. Like, as soon as I was off work, I'm going to go get love because I just want to feel good. I want to feel good. I want to feel good. I love the feel-good feelings. Just want to feel loved. But then when I would come back home, like, my apartment still looked the same. Like, nothing's being done with it. And I'm just like, I say I'm going to do it, but no, I want to lay down and go to bed. Like, I haven't even played video games. Like, I've just been playing video games. I downloaded a simple game as a reward when I went to the bank and talked to them like an adult and got everything straightened out. I rewarded myself with a $5 game, and it's simple. It's a simple game. But it keeps my brain, because, Grandma, I was just not finding interest in anything. I was just wanting love, like any chance I could get. I just wanted love. I wanted to feel love so I can just go to sleep and deal with work the next day. Like, I just wanted love.
But now you're thinking through it.
Yeah, thinking more logical.
More logical.
Yeah.
And kind of like rewarding yourself for doing basically cleaning your house.
Yeah.
You know?
And then, like, when I do have my apartment cleaned up, like, then maybe me and my friend can, like, come back to my house and just watch movies.
Yeah. Yeah, think of it that way.
Yeah. Or on their day off. It'd have to be on their day off, because I know when they're done working, they want to go to bed. Even though a lot of them are night owls, They're up at the same time I am. Yeah.
Oh.
I see them online sometimes at like 5 in the morning.
Really?
Yeah. But, yeah, I just hope to find stability and, everything.
James, I'm proud of you.
Thank you. I want to do everything in my power to make the best me as possible.
Yep.
And, yep, now it's official. There's a crush number 1 and a crush number 2. I mean, generally, like the second crush would, normally she would be like the first one because she was the very beginning of everything, but I don't know, for a while I was just thinking there, like, oh, I guess it's just, business. It's just, just a business thing. So I just got to keep that in mind. And, like, the crush, the first crush, she was, like, saying, James, like, that's happened sometimes. Like, sometimes people are just here for work and whatnot. Like, it's nothing to take personal. It's, the job, everything. And I was like, no, I totally respect it. I just wanted her to tell me that. But then, like, she never told me that because that wasn't true. Because now she's opening up to me a whole lot, and now it's just got me all feeling all kinds of. I mean, Grandma, her cuddles are really good.
Oh,
I mean,
good.
It was really good, and she did a lot of the talking, which shows that she had interest in everything. Because usually with my other crush, me and her just go back and forth, just talking. But see, when it comes to the second crush, it's like, I don't know if I put it on podcast, but like when it comes to someone who I find attractive, like my brain automatically rejects them because I find them attractive. Because at the end of the day, I got my mom's voice in my head telling me, James, that's creepy. Don't even think about that. Don't even think about that. Don't even think about that. Got that in my head, and then I got like this thing of rejection, that you deal with when you were growing up and stuff. And so if I find someone like attractive, like I automatically don't do anything with them. So that's kind of why it was hard for me to open up on a lot of things. Now, when it comes to the crush, the main crush now, the first crush, I came open to her about everything with the second crush because I wasn't attracted to her till like later on down the road when I got to know her and stuff. But then I don't know. Maybe I'm just talking too much, thinking too much into it. It's kind of a confusing concept. But that's my brain in these situations because I'm not used to them. Like, yeah. I'm not used to, being around women like that or anything. Like, I'm not used to it at all. So when I hear, when I get that, like, and I got, the second crush, who I was very attracted to, that to the point to where I just made myself completely vulnerable, cried in front of her, like everything. I mean, it was embarrassing. But, I mean, where we are today, I mean, the last time I saw her, it was a surprise, and it was a surprise in a good way. Like, it's like, wow. Wow, she's really telling me this stuff about herself and stuff. That makes me feel good.
Well,
because the whole time in my head, I thought it was just business with this woman, and I really needed cuddle that day anyway because my caseworker told me, reward yourself when you do good, and so that was going to be a reward.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, I'm just glad to be finding stability, and I'm on the right path. I already know that. But just hearing her, like, she always asks about you. She asks about my caseworker. She asks if I'm, like, she always does that, and she's so caring.
Oh, that's nice.
So
tell
caring.
her that I said hi.
I will.
And that I appreciate how they are concerned about you.
There
and
you
they
go.
serve you.
Yep, they do. And you know, that's the thing. A lot of people say, "Oh, James, that's their job. It's a fantasy. Like, get that out of your head and all that stuff." But no, like, I'm hanging out with some of these people outside of their job and stuff. Like I'm creating like an emotional connection with these people, like, because I don't have anywhere else to go. Like, I mean, sure, for the average Joe Schmo, sure, they can go there and not go for the same reason I'm going. The reason I'm going is completely different from anyone else's. Everyone has a different reason to go there.
Yeah.
And you don't know what that person is going through. Like, you never know. It could be loneliness. It could be anything. Like, you see some characters there. Mine is just, I don't just want to feel loved so I can just continue to work. Because face it, we're human beings. At the end of the day, we need love, period. Love, period. Just to keep going. Whether it's fake love or real love, I know it's all real. Like, because I'm talking to these people when they're not even at work. So people can say what they want about those places, but to be honest, Grandma, I've never felt more accepted when I've been there. I mean, not even just the people who work there, it's the customers too. Like, we all like stick together. Like, every time I go in there, there's always some familiar faces there. They're always there. And, like, I'm always welcomed by everyone when I go in there. There's one guy, he kind of like to stay to the side a lot and stuff. But you meet these kind of people, and then you end up seeing there's something that's equivalent with this person that's the same with you. Like, everyone's there for a different reason.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like, they're there for something. I'm there for more emotional. Like, it's just emotional for me. Like,
yeah.
And I just hope to find stability. And everything's going fine. Everything's going good. I'm working my butt off, you know, at work. I mean, I've told you about my check and stuff. I mean, it's just been really good lately.
Yeah. Yeah, just don't disclose it on the podcast.
No, I'm not. But it's been really good.
I think you're doing wonderful.
There you go. And, you know, I remember when I came out about it, about coming towards my friends and just telling them, so I came forward with the woman they've told me to just leave alone, that it was just business. Just came forward with her about everything, about, I just wanted to cuddle, like an emotional thing. I wanted to feel loved, and I came forward, and just then everyone's just laughing and all this stuff. But, at the end of the day, crush number one told me, way before any of that, James, don't let what anyone ever says get to you, because at the end of the day, you're doing what you like. you're happy at the end of the day. So don't ever let anyone critique you, because at the end of the day, you're happy.
Yeah.
And if you're happy, it's no one's business. And even the second crush, when I told her about that story, and I told her what the first crush said, she was like, yeah, like, forget about those people. Like, if they don't appreciate that, oh, well, that's their fault. That's their problem. You're not harming anybody. I'm not harming anybody. It's just, like, people just thought it was odd. But it's like, I'm not used to, you know, I mean, when you're with someone for so long, and then you just have to cut ties, the dating world is horrible.
Yeah.
Even when I put, like, on my dating profile, like, I remember I went through a phase where I was just honest, and I was like, let's just cuddle and watch a movie or something. Like, I didn't get anything, like anything, because Grandma, it's all just one thing. The only thing that I don't know how to properly vocalize, and that is what goes on. And everything happens for a reason, you know. Maybe the dating sites weren't working for me because I was supposed to meet someone where I'm at right now.
Oh, do you know what?
What?
Facebook has started a dating site.
They did?
Yeah.
Where'd you hear that from?
On Good Morning America.
Good Mythical America?
Yeah.
What's the name of it?
Facebook started a dating app, or I don't know what it is.
Well, me and dating sites don't work. And I'm quite happy with what I'm doing right now, so I'll probably look into it and stuff, but I probably won't do anything.
Yeah.
Because, I don't know, my experience with dating sites and stuff, I've always been stood up with it. Always been stood up. And it was like pulling teeth to get anyone to go out with you. So it was like, man, what is the point? And then I found out the reality of those sites. It's just hooking up.
Yeah, that's not a good thing.
Uh-uh.
And it's already 2:30.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What, are you tired?
Well, I want to read.
Ooh.
Before I go to sleep.
You do?
Yeah.
What are you reading?
My Bible.
Ooh.
And my book. The book I'm reading is called Paws from Heaven.
Oh, there you go.
Paws.
Is that a good one?
Paws from Heaven.
Is that a good one?
It's about, stories about cats and dogs.
There you go.
Yeah.
Is it American?
Yeah, it's American.
But yeah, one thing I want to vocalize though, like if anyone ever listens to these podcasts, the whole talk with crush this, crush that, crush this, crush that, crush this, crush that. The only reason why I like to talk about that a lot is because I've never really had that growing up. I've never had, I've had like crushes that I never spoke to, like stuff like that, but I've never had that kind of interaction I'm getting now. And I guess you could say the podcast is more like documenting it and vocalizing it for someone who might be just like me, you know, who might be just like me, and they just need to hear someone doing that, and then that'll probably encourage them to do, you know, the same thing. Like, just be more vocal about your emotions and what you like. Like, there's no reason to hide it. Because at the end of the day, life is so short. Life is so short.
Yes, it is.
But Grandma, before you go, do you at least have anything you'd want to advertise?
Well, that Jesus Christ died, was put on a cross, and died. And he gave his life for our sins. And the third day, he rose again from the dead. And his body was gone from the tomb. And his disciples and Mary Magdalene and his mother, Mary, they wanted to go and see him in the tomb, and he was gone because he ascended into heaven to be with the Father. But that's what he did for us.
There you go. As you can continue.
And Jesus is Lord. He's God.
There you go.
And that's what I have to advertise.
There you go. Well, I want to advertise my grandma being the coolest person in the world. And she's always been my motivation to pretty much live life. Like, reason to keep being here. And can I get an amen?
Amen.
Well, there you go.
Amen.
Well, there you go. But anyway, like, for real, guys, like, I know the podcast might be repetitive lately, especially about the crush stuff. It's just that all these emotions for me they're very, very new, and I'm not used to, having those kind of interactions or any those kind of feelings or anything. So it's still a very, very new experience for me. So basically, like, what you guys got to realize is, like, I'm, like, way behind on a whole lot of stuff, and it's just me just vocalizing everything. I'm not trying to, like, say anything that'll, like, oh, he's, like, boasting on this or boasting on that or anything. It's not like that at all. It's more of me just, I'm just happy, like, because I've never had those feelings. So, I just want to put that out there because I have noticed a pattern with the podcast. Usually, that stuff that people would keep private. But for me, it kind of goes with my, my recovery and finding stability. Because that's one thing that I've always wanted growing up, but I never really had. Was like just someone there to be for me, like emotionally and all that stuff. I've never had that. So when I've had that, when I finally found that, it's just a whole new experience for me. But yeah. So
amen.
Too bad Grandma's got to go. Grandma's got to go.
Yeah, it's already 20 to 3.
Okay, well, I'll probably just play video games until I pass out.
I love you, James.
Love you, too.
Good night, everybody.
Right. And we're off the air.